Hello all my magical friends and welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell from my attire, this is going to be a little bit more of a chilled out, relaxed, cozy video, if you will. Yeah, I have like a little mini DIY video that I thought I might share with you guys, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it on camera. And I was cold, I put my hoodie on, and I thought, you know what, I don't care, I'm just gonna have my hoodie on in this video. It's really snuggly and cozy. It's getting really cold outside now as well, so I'm a bit like in need of my hoodie. But yeah, I thought I would show you guys the DIY video that I'm gonna film, basically. So yeah, if you are intrigued and would like to see more, then do carry on watching. Don't forget, if you are new and you haven't done already, to please hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magical community, and turn the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video. And you can always go and check me out on my social media. A big shout out to my patrons. You guys are amazing, and if you are interested in joining us on Patreon, the link is in the description down below. You can go and check it out. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be a very chilled out, very relaxed, very cozy video. It's not going to be the loudest of videos either because my children are currently asleep. My husband is upstairs, probably gaming with his friends, and I was feeling a little bit bored, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do a little DIY. I got all the bits and bobs in the mail today that I didn't already have at home. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and I'm going to film a very cozy video. So basically, this is going to be a DIY video of me making something that I have made previously beforehand. I don't know if I filmed it or if I just made it and then maybe showed pictures. I can't remember. But yeah, I made this a little while back and I absolutely adored it. But we moved about 3 years ago now, and my son accidentally broke one of the things that was the part of the foursome that I made. He broke one, and I haven't had a chance to replace it because they don't currently sell these anymore. So I've had to come up with another solution. I'm really sorry. The person that I saw on Instagram did a version of this, and I'm taking inspiration from that person. I cannot for the life of me remember who that was, and I cannot find, because we had like a little conversation about it, but I can't find the messages from that person to be able to credit them. So I am so sorry. If you see this video and that is you, then pop a comment down below. Let me know it was you I spoke to, because I'm an absolute dingbat that didn't like properly save that message. It was a little while ago as well that we had it. But yeah, I feel really awful that I'm not able to fully credit that person, because it's because of them that I'm doing this DIY today. So all the credit really should be going to them for pointing me in the direction of this particular product. Now, basically, what I'm remaking is the house point counters that I made years ago now, and it's something that, again, I took inspiration from Cherry Wallace. She made these exact ones with these exact tubes. Again, this must be about 5 years ago now. So I wanted to remake these because sadly my Gryffindor one was the one that was broken, and you cannot get a hold of these anymore. These were from IKEA, and yeah, they just don't make these anymore. And I couldn't save the bits that broke from the one from Gryffindor. Apologies as well if you can hear my dogs barking in the background, because they are out in the garden at the minute having a bit of a wee and a bit of a run around, and every now and again if they hear a noise they bark. They're crazy. But yeah, so I'm going to be remaking these with this little set of test tubes from Flying Tiger. Now, this is what was posted on the Instagram story that I then obviously had a little conversation and found out where they got them from. They are a lot smaller than the original ones, as you can see, but I thought, you know what, I love them anyway, and it's as close to the original ones as I could get. I love the little base as well. I thought that was really cool, and it just gave me some good ideas for recreating these and having the full set, because like I said, for the past at least 3 years I've only had the 3 of them. So I'm going to be recycling the beads from these ones, but I also did then buy some new ones for the red for Gryffindor, because like I said, when that one broke, it all went in the bin basically. I also have with me some gold paint and some black paint. I would have had a paintbrush, but I couldn't find one. And again, I'm feeling very bored and wanted to get on with this, like this DIY already. So I'm actually going to be using a makeup brush. Don't recommend for the future. Will I regret my decision come the morning? Probably. But impulses. I'm just going to go with it. And also, obviously on these ones, I've got the little stickers of all the Hogwarts houses. And this time around, I've got little pieces of paper that I've printed out with the Hogwarts crests on them. And I cut around them, and I'm going to basically glue them to the base rather than the actual test tubes this time. So I've also got some glue to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill up these test tubes with the right colour beads. So I'm going to go in order, I believe, from when we actually see McGonagall for the first time. I believe she describes the houses in the order of Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. So I'm going to start first of all with the Gryffindor test tube. And I don't know exactly how much of the Gryffindor beads I want to use. So I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm just going to go off eye and just figure out where I want to stop. Okay. I think I'm going to go to about there. So just under halfway full for Gryffindor. I'm going to put these beads to one side a moment. And I'm going to pop the little stopper in the top as well. Okay, so next up I'm going to do the Hufflepuff one. Now, because obviously with this one, the beads are already in the tube, if I try and pour these into there, they're probably going to go everywhere and I'm going to make an absolute massive mess. So what I'm going to do is use a piece of paper that I did have more of these little crests on, but they were too big. So I'm just going to half this because I don't need the full sheet. And I'm going to use it as a little bit of a makeshift funnel and stick it in. So I'm just going to do that. Pop that into there. And then pour these in there. And then there they go. There we are. See, perfect. Okay. Ooh. Although there was some left at the bottom and they just gone everywhere. That's okay. It was only a few. Okay, so far... so far, Gryffindor and Hufflepuff are pretty much tied. Oh my goodness, controversy. We'll see how we fare with that in a moment. Because obviously, being a Ravenclaw, I'm going to get the Ravenclaw one to be the winner. But I don't want there to be that close a competition between the others. I want there to be a little bit more of a variety of how many's in which bottles. So we'll play by ear. Once all the beads are all in the tubes, we'll see how many we need. Okay, so this one is the Ravenclaw one, and there is more in here than the others because, again, I did want to have Ravenclaw be the winners. So let's see what we've got when we put this in here. Oop, okay, that is nearly full, and I've not even used all the beads. There we go. Right, okay, let's see. That is a very full tube, okay? There is a clear favourite to win right now. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a bit much, really, isn't it? But hey-ho, they're my house, so they're going to win, aren't they? So I'm just going to put this little stopper back in there, put them back in there. And next up is Slytherin. Now, there's not that much in the Slytherin tube, so I feel quite bad, really. But here we go. We'll see what we get on with. Ugh. The great thing about the new ones is that the bottoms are flat, so I can pop it down as I'm working. But the other ones have got like a rounded edge on the non-stopper side. These are ones are rounded. So, right, let's see what we've got going on with Slytherin. I've got beads everywhere. Even though I'm trying to do this as cleanly as possible, it's still not working. Pour them in there. I think we've got another drawer, you know. Okay, that's a bit ridiculous, really, isn't it? They're all tied in place. Who am I going to be mean to and not give as many points? Or I might do if I just put them... Where are the Gryffindor beads gone? There they are. Right, I'm going to be nice to Gryffindor and I'm going to give them some extra points, only because I've got more of the Gryffindor beads than the other two houses. So I apologise if you are a Hufflepuff or a Slytherin. There is no bad feelings, I hope, because, yeah, I have no favourites other than my own house, of course. But, yeah, I have more of these beads. So just to make it a little bit more interesting to look at, I'm just going to make Gryffindor a little bit more in competition with Ravenclaw. Okay, I think I'm about happy with that. So far, in order, these are the current points tally. Oh, that actually looks really cute. I like that a lot. I think that's really nice. But I am not actually going to display these as such. What I'm actually going to do, it's hard to catch this on camera because of the way that my camera's set up at the minute. There we go. I'm actually going to put the stops at the bottom so we have the tops of the bottles as glass. So I'm going to put it in that way and just slot it in there and do the same with Ravenclaw. Oh my gosh, Ravenclaws, I've had a really full, busy year by the look of it. Hufflepuff next. Pop that in there. And then Gryffindor. So they will actually be displayed thusly. How does that look? What do you guys think? Do you think I should do it the other way around, or do you think it looks better this way? So either with the stoppers on top or with the stoppers inside of the little base. What do you think looks better? Right, now that I've actually filled up all my little vials, I'm just going to pull them back out of the base for the moment because I actually want to paint this gold. So I'm going to get on with that now. Using again that little bit of scrap paper that I had earlier on, I'm just going to empty out a little bit of the gold paint onto here just so I can paint it onto the stand itself. So this is the paint I'm using. This is Crafter's Choice acrylic paint, and this one is supposed to be gold. I don't know if it's metallic or not. I wanted it to be quite metallic-y, but I don't think it is. So that's a little bit annoying, but I suppose we just have to go with it, unfortunately. If it is metallic, I'll be happy as Larry, but I don't know if it's going to be. I'm just going to quickly pop a little hole in the top. There we go. Put my little lid back on. It might not be too bad. It might be just a little bit metallic-y. So that's the paint on there anyway. And then I'm going to paint it directly on to my little block with my makeup brush, which I'm going to regret in the morning. But like I said, sometimes you have an impulse and you just want to get on with it. Okay, so I'm just going to paint it straight onto here. And by the look of this, I'm probably going to need a good couple of coats because it's not as, what's the word? Pigmented as I'd like it to be. Good thing is this does seem to be pretty quick drying, so hopefully, even though I need a couple of layers of this paint, hopefully I should be able to get it all done fairly quickly. That'll be nice. Okay, so now I have something that looks a little bit like this. So I've painted all the sides and back and front and then the top. I've just left the bottom because I thought I don't really need to paint that, so what's the actual point? Oh, one little point I do just want to quickly make. As you might have noticed, I've added a little microphone. My husband bought me this a couple days ago, and I completely forgot to try it out and use it. So let me know in the comment section down below, is there a difference in the sound quality from this half to the previous half that you would have already watched so far? Because that'll be an interesting little experiment really to see if there's that big a difference or if it's a lot more clear. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Is it a little bit clearer now that I'm wearing the microphone? Is it about the same? Or yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that's painted. So basically I have determined that this is the back and then this is the front, because on this side you can just see it there where it's a little bit like dimpled in the wood, and this side is a lot cleaner. So I don't know if you can tell much with that, but it is a bit cleaner. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue the little shield to the front just in line with the holes in the top so you can see which one is for which house. So I'm going to do that now by using, oh, that little bit by there is still a little bit wet, just on the edge on the corner there. But yeah, I'm supposed to be using Mod Podge for this bit, but I haven't got any. I thought I did, but I don't. So I needed to order some. But I've completely
not known that I needed to get some. So I'm going to use a Pritt stick for now. And then what I'll do at a later date, and I won't do it on camera, I will just do it later on, is just add a layer of Mod Podge over the top of everything that I've done on the base, just so it seals everything in and it makes it a little bit more secure. So yeah, I'm just going to line this up and just plonk it right there. Tap it all down. So we've got Gryffindor in its place on the front here. And like I said, I will go over this now with a layer of Mod Podge when I pick some up, probably tomorrow now at the shop. So yeah, that'll be in place with the Gryffindor one. So if I pop this in upside down, see how that looks. So that is how it will eventually look when it's all done. Again, let me know if you think these look better in the sort of the right way around or the other way around. Which way do you think they look best? Let's carry on and put all these little stickers down. This is looking really cool already. I'm so excited to see this all finished. Okay, so that's all the little shields on the front there. So I think they look really, really cool. And hopefully once the layer of Mod Podge is over the top as well, it'll just gloss it up a little bit to make it look a little bit more fancy. But yeah, that's the base all done. And yeah, all that's left to do now is to pop these into their right stands. Right, my hands are covered in glue now. So I'm going to go for the Gryffindor one, followed by Hufflepuff, followed by, oh, I've done the wrong way around. This is Slytherin, followed by Ravenclaw, and then next up, last but not least, is the Slytherin one. There you go. Make sure all the beads are off the top. And then if I spin it around, we have pretty much our finished look. What do you guys think? I think this looks really, really cute. For some reason, all of a sudden it's gone really dark in here. Now, I normally put up my studio lights, but because I don't have a studio per se, I've just got my dining room table. And when I put them up, I also put them back down after I finish filming, and it's quite a lot of work to get them up and down all the time. So for this video, I just thought, I don't really need it. I won't bother. I'll put them up for the main videos. But yeah, I'm kind of regretting doing that now because it looks really dark. From what I can see anyway, this looks really dark. So yeah, sorry if it isn't the best quality lighting wise and visually. But yeah, I didn't really think about that when I started filming. I just thought, you know what, let's just have a go at filming. So that's pretty much what I've done. But yes, I think I might just add a tiny bit of black on the edges of here, just to kind of make it look a little bit less brand new and perfect, and just rough up the edges a little bit. But I'm gonna do it in like almost like a dusting kind of situation. So I don't want to have like fully blacked out edges. I just want the just like little sort of light dusting on the corners and stuff. So I'm gonna try and do that now, very, very quickly before I show you the final result. Just need a really teeny tiny amount of this black. I'm literally just using that little dab right there. I don't think I'm going to need any more than that. I just want to clean up that edge there. Don't want dirty paint. And then I've got my brush that's still got some gold on it. I'm just dusting it off to dry it out a little bit. And then I'm just literally going to dab my brush ever so lightly into the black. And then similarly to what I've done with the gold here, I'm just going to run my brush over until I've got it to the point where it's literally just here. See this? So it's got the smallest amount of paint possible on here. And I'm just going to very lightly, I'm going to take the glasses back out though, because I don't want them to get smashed at this point. That would be very annoying. So I'm just going to take them out a second, and I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to very lightly just brush the edges and just make it look a little bit more rustic and old and like it's been sat in Hogwarts for a good long while. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so I don't know, again, the lighting is like not that great. I'm so sorry. But I've just added a little dusting just around each of the holes and around all the corners here, as well as along the tops and bottoms, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a ancient look, something like I said that's been in Hogwarts for years and years and years. And yeah, so that's pretty much where I was going with that. So let's just pop these all back in their right places. And then this is the absolute final product. So what do we think? I think it's really cute. I think it's something that, like I said, is going to be really nice to display on my shelves. I think it's a really cute little DIY. You can do this with your children at home. You can do it as an adult. I think this is fun for all the family. But yeah, I think this looks really, really cute. I think it turned out really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. I think there's actually a little bit of an improvement on the old one, only because I think the base kind of makes it a little bit. With these, they were like freestanding, and I like the fact that this one has a base. But to be fair, if I was able to have found the replacement bottle for this, I probably would have done this one all over again as well. So I like both of them. I just think that, yeah, I like the fact that this one actually has the base to it. I think that's a really nice little touch. And yeah, I can't wait to display this on my shelves. But I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, guys. What do you think of this little DIY project? Like I said, if you want to get hold of this particular set, the one with the base, this one is from Flying Tiger. I will pop a link in the description down below so you can go and check that out if you want to buy this for yourself. I believe it was about £7 or £8. I think it was like £7. But then the shipping, because it actually comes from Copenhagen, so it comes a little bit of a distance away. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so it comes from a little bit of a distance away. So the postage wasn't expensive, but it wasn't as cheap as it might have been had it been in the UK. But yeah, I think it was about £7 for this little set, and I think it's a really, really cute little set. And you can do so much with it as well. You can do different things. Obviously, it's supposed to be a spice rack holder, so that's what its intention is for. But yeah, why not give yourself a little treat and make your very own little house point counters? Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a magical thumbs up for me so I know. And don't forget as well, like I'm forgetting my wand. Don't forget as well, if you haven't done already, to please hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magical community and to the notification bells on as well to be notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye, you guys.